Hello, how to evaluate this with our calculator? We have 2 to the power of 6, to the power of 2, to the power of 1, to the power of 4, and to the power of 4. So, what we have inside this square root here is in the form of a to the power of b, to the power of c, to the power of d, and so forth. So, whenever you have a cascaded exponential problem, what you need to do is you start from this top to exponents. So let's consider this. This is c power d, and in this case, we are having 4 power 4. So we consider 4 to the power of 4, and this equals, remember 4 is a perfect square, which is 2 to the power of 2, and this is raised to the power of 4. So you have a to the power of n, and this is raised to the power of m. This equals a power n times n. So we apply the same identity here. That means we are going to have 2 to the power of 2 times 4. That is 8. And from here we have 2 to the power of 8 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2. So from here we are going to have 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16 times 2, 32 times 2, 64 times 2, 128 times 2, that is 256. So we are going to replace this 4 power 4 with 256. Then the problem becomes we have square root of, this time around we have 2 to the power of 6, to the power of 2, to the power of 1, to the power of 256. Then we repeat the same process again. We consider 1 to the power of 256. So let's copy that out. 1 to the power of 256. Now, 1 to the power of any number will give you 1. So 1 to the power of 256 will give you 1. Now, let's consider it here. So this becomes, we have square root of, this is 2 to the power of 6 to the power of 2 to the power of 1. So the next step will be for us to consider 2 to the power of 1. And we have 2 to the power of 1 is the same thing as 2 times 1, which is 2. So this will give us 2. Then we consider this square root again. We are now going to have square root of 2 to the power of 6 to the power of 2. So the next step will be for us to consider 6 to the power of 2. So remember this is 2. And don't also forget that this one here is 1. So 6 to the power of 2, we have 6 to the power of 2. This equals 6 times 6. And this will give you 6 to the power of 2, that is 6 times 6 is 36. So this is 36. Now, the next step will be for us to consider this. We have square root of 2 to the power of 36. Now, if you remember this identity, you have square root of a to the power of n. This equals a to the power of n raised to the power of 1 over 2 because of the square root here. So from here we have a to the power of n times 1, that is n over 2. So we apply this same identity here. That means we are simply going to have square root of 2 to the power of 36 equals 2 to the power of 36 raised to the power of 1 over 2 because of this square root here. So we go back to this identity. We multiply this exponent out. And this will give us 2 to the power of 36 times 1. That is 36 divided by 2. And from here, we are simply going to have 2 to the power of 36 divided by 2 is 18. So we need to find the value of 2 power 18. So we have 2 to the power of 18 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 9 times 2. And if you have a to the power of n times n, this equals a power n raised to the power of n. So we apply this identity here. That means we are going to have 2 to the power of 9 raised to the power of 2. And from here, we have 2 to the power of 9. 2 to the power of 9 is simply, remember we had 2 power 8 before? There is it. This is 2 power 8, which is 256. So if you have 2 power 9, it will be 2 power 8 times 2. And this is 256 times 2. So we have 2 times 6, that is 12. 2 carry over 1. 2 times 5, 10. 10 plus 1, that is 11. So you have 1. 2 times 2, 4. 4 plus 1, we have 5. So that is 512. So 2 to the power of 9 is 512. So we come over here. We have 512, because that's 2 power 9 raised to the power of 2. So this simply means we can express this 512 as this is 500 plus 12 raised to the power of 2. So this becomes the form of a plus b raised to the power of 2, and this equals a squared plus 2 times ab plus b squared. And in this case, our a is 500 and b is 12. So from here, we are going to have this is 500 power 2 plus 2 times 500 times 12 plus this is 12 power 2. So 500 squared, that is 500 times 500. 5 times 5 is 25. So you have 100 here times 100, that is 10,000. So you have 4 zeros plus 2 times 500, 1,000. 1,000 times 12, that is 12,000 plus 12 power 2, that is 144. So we are going to add this together. We have 250,000 plus 12,000 plus 144. So let's add everything together. So this will give us 4. This is 4. This is 1. 0 plus 2, 2. 5 plus 1, 6. So this is 1,262,144. So that becomes our answer without a calculator. So if you also observe, it seems this is very interesting because our answer here is 262,144, which is the same thing as 262,144. Have you seen it? So that is it, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video to your friends. Thank you and goodbye.